stuff going on.
Here we go for a place in the final. golfx3 still in red. JSmithers, can he make another final?
Oh, I forgot you were wearing the Ricky Fowler outfit.
I love listening to these
It's
guys.
gone Ricky Fowler orange. They've both got
They don't have matching
representatives, their favourite players. And we said before we expect a lot of chatter from these guys, Rach. You might let these guys talk a little bit here.
You know, it's more than those ugly.
Here's some of the back and forth between these two good friends, good rivals. A rerun of the final of the first eTour event of the year in Abu Dhabi.
We don't have to worry about going for it.
Yeah, not this round. That's for sure.
Tricky hole. Well, actually, a pretty easy hole to start off with. This par 5, wind off the right, chance to get home in 2 here as long as they can hit the fairway. I mean, we don't see many balls missed on the fairways here in the eTour. Peyton's is, it's a big hit down there. I thought it was going a bit left at one point.
Well,
I know this shot to the tee. I have it charted, actually.
I bet you do.
Oh.
Be interesting if these guys, knowing each other so well, relaxes them too much, Rach. Maybe takes a little bit of the edge out of their... Let's not forget, this is an eTour semi-final, placing the final on the line. There's no friends in the eTour. Well, there is, actually. That's maybe the problem.
Yeah, but you know what it's like when you're playing your mate. Like, I remember when we first went to Abu Dhabi, we were playing each other, weren't we, on the plane? I was still wanting to beat you, even though you're my mate and I like yourself.
How'd you get on?
Don't want you
How'd
to
you get on?
beat
Do you
me.
remember?
I think I really enjoyed sitting in a bunker.
Man, I'm actually so nervous hitting this.
Peyton's saying he's a bit nervous here. He wanted to get it on the green. He had a chance of getting home in 2.
Even with a ding, it goes offline though. So
yeah,
kinda,
playing a bit longer today. Neither of them getting all the way home in 2, but I'm sure both of them will be looking to convert for their birdies.
Sometimes even with the ding, it's kind of sketchy, so it definitely feels like you have to ding it.
Yeah, because the second shot on this hole looks so narrow up by the green.
JSmithers is a big content creator, just like our other semi-finalists, Young 46. They make content, they're streaming this game regularly, so they're quite used to talking while they're playing as well. That shouldn't be too much of a distraction for JSmithers, playing with his good friend Peyton here. He'll be having an outside look at making this one. Going to check it up, try and bounce it in for the eagle.
No heartbeat.
Yeah.
Didn't play enough.
As soon as we saw heartbeats down the side there, we knew it wasn't going to go in. So now there's an outside look for golfx3, a chip of his own.
I wish I knew the chip shot.
Is he really trying to convince us he doesn't know the chip shot in this game, Rach? I'm not having that for a single second.
Yeah, I played it.
And with the next hole as well, it's like, I think it might be a narrow one. I'm like, I think you guys play this all the time. What are you talking about?
He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He's going to play it to pitch. Now, this is what I like to do. I don't like the chip shot either. Chip shot is where you hit it on the ground, let it run up. I prefer the pitch where you flow it up to the flag, one hop, and then it stops with a bit of spin. I much prefer that around the greens. And the best in the game is no exception as well. 10 yards up the hill. He's going to be pretty aggressive with this. If it doesn't go in, it'll be very close.
Oh,
that's why he's the greatest.
Oh, I shanked it too. You should have seen how late
of course you did.
Absolutely brilliant stuff there from Peyton.
I actually think I did.
Eagle to start off, but look at this second shot, Rachel. 105 yards downhill. Look how much of the corner they're just going to cut off here. They can almost drive the green here. If it wasn't for that wind off the left, they probably could drive it.
Hole? I got no clue. After I hit my last one, I kind of lost confidence.
He lost confidence. Shush.
This has got to be.
We saw Peyton take a corner on earlier and missed out and went just short left of that bunker, and I think that's what he's referring to here in an earlier match.
Oh no, I pulled it.
He wants it to turn. All you need to do is hit this in the short stuff, and it's almost a gimme birdie. But you don't want to go too far right because it is a tricky wedge shot. That's perfect. That's a very good spot there.
You're right out in the middle there.
JSmithers will look to do something very similar here, I would imagine.
Yeah,
he's
that's
probably
the beauty
playing
of going
a little
second.
further left.
Copy him a little bit, can't he? Just watch what he was doing.
I don't like that line.
He's let that one go. He didn't like that. He's going to make an adjustment here. I think he's going to play for a little safer, wider part of the fairway, just in case the wind takes it up a bit more.
Safety late miss.
Yeah, what he's talking about there is missing the ding a little bit just to allow for that slight bit of distance to be taken off the strike. Take out going through the fairway.
I got a lot more distance out of it than you, for sure.
And he will be hitting him first now as well, which can be big. But both these
Yeah, I was talking about
pretty
the second
straightforward
shot.
shots here.
Oh,
I kind of
yeah.
left myself an awkward number in.
Peyton saying he doesn't like the number he's got in. 65 yards is a bit in between clubs for the guys. Can't be as consistent with the way the ball reacts on the green. They want this to go up and stop very, very quickly. Playing uphill and into the wind, they're going to have to give it a little bit more than its real life yardage, but not quite a full shot's worth. And this is a very nice shot from JSmithers.
Got the
Heartbeat moment.
Yeah, it's off to the right.
You won't be
though.
too worried about that.
Ooh, F that pot. That pot sucks.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
So they're now talking about how well they know the greens and just how even a short putt like that, probably inside 5 feet, he's not too keen on it, which will be interesting to see when we do get up on the green and look at the green read, how big a break there is. Maybe we'll see Peyton aim for a different part of the green if they don't like that area. Being close to the hole is not enough on the eTour. You've got to be on that uphill, straight putt as you can get to be aggressive with the birdie putts. Let's see what strategy our champion is going for here. Also with a heartbeat.
Okay. Heartbeat coming off to the right with me. Yep.
Oh no! Why did I do that? That was so bad.
I know, dude. You know, I left it on the pin and just pulled it because it normally pulls it enough, you know, and it just went straight.
Yeah.
It was like I dinged it pretty much.
Well, they've both got birdie putts, but you can hear them talking about how they don't like this read. It's not a massive one. It's tricky, but Peyton's going to get to go first here and put some real pressure on JSmithers if he can make it. He's already one up after eagling the first. Can he convert here? He can. He's taken the break out there. Nice firm putt into the back of the cup. And now JSmithers exhales. Doesn't like this one.
Yeah. This is the tricky one.
He's got to make it, or else he's 2 down through 2, which is not the start he would have hoped of. Does put it away though. Well played.
Moving on.
Very nice.
Thanks. If I look at those too long, I miss them. So I was just like, nope. Just hammer it.
I love the insights
I've
we
seen
get
this
from
par
these two
3.
players.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? It's great. We've not had a huge amount of this. You know, the guys are getting more and more used to recording themselves and they're filming remotely. And now we've got everybody with the nice camera set up, the audio set up. It really does great to get some insight. Anyone who's playing at home can learn such a huge amount from playing these guys. I mean, some of the competitors learn from some of these guys. As we said, they make content, they're streaming, they talk through their qualification processes on Twitch, on YouTube, etc. And it's great to hear at the high level when you're playing. You know, it's what maybe real golf lacks. The players being mic'd up would be great to hear.
Do you just save this stuff for me? I mean,
wow.
Oh, Jesus, great
Oof.
shot,
Incredible.
dude. You just wait for me.
I know.
Absolutely brilliant shot from Peyton there.
Yeah.
No, he's
But
very
obviously-
happy with that one. It's a tricky one up the hill, this par 3. I mean, 220 yards, up 70 feet, slight into off the left wind. It's just the stuff of a nightmare in real life.
Okay.
These guys make it look so easy. Heartbeat moment coming from JSmithers. He needs it because it looks like Peyton, who had a slow start to this tournament, has finally started finding top gear
Thanks, man.
and has a birdie putt now. This is where we're going to see, Rach, whether he is really in top gear now, because these are a few of the sort of length putts we saw him miss earlier. But this one looks almost dead straight. Unless he misdings this should be nothing but the back of the cup. There's not a huge amount to worry about. He can play it fairly aggressive inside the hole. Just got to time it right. And he does. That should be straight in the back of the cup, as it is.
Good bird.
And he keeps the heat on. Another birdie for golfx3, who, as we said before, only really needs to turn up in the knockout matches. And he's turning up the heat now on his good friend JSmithers, who's now got to make this birdie putt just to stay 1 down, which I'm sure he'll do. It's Ricky Fowler versus Tiger Woods right now.
What'd you end up hitting there?
You know, like 2 ticks off full back for 3 wood.
Yep, exactly what I did.
It was like 87% or something like that, somewhere in there. I didn't trust full to get there.
Oh my god, I just got driver.
No, this is going somewhere. GolfX3, he's let this one go. The wind was going that way, and that is something you just do not see
No, you got eTour
that often.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is JSmithers' chance then, isn't it?
You definitely got eTour
To capitalise. He'll be thinking it, he won't say it because they are mates.
He's just going to aim that a little bit further left now. And you can see he even missing that slightly on the left, which obviously the further off the line you miss your timing, the more power it takes off it,
Wow,
and the
108
more
in.
it will move to that side. He missed left, just played away from those bunkers. Played it a little bit too safe there because it's not an easy angle in he's got here. But he's not playing out of the bunker. Peyton's going to have a really tough job of getting this one close. So an opportunity now for JSmithers. Needs to keep it on that left-hand side. There is a slope in the green, as there are many of the greens here at Wolf Creek. If he does miss this one to the right, he can go all the way down onto a different shelf. So he'll be playing this one out to the left, letting it come back in. He's dinged it, and he's got the heartbeat. Great shot from JSmithers. He really needed it to be. And he's hit that one in nice and close.
Thank you.
They're so polite to each other as well, aren't they? Letting each
We'll
other
see
know
if that
well when
lasts.
they've
We're
done a
getting
good
towards
shot.
the back end of this one.
They're gentlemen on
screwed
these,
here.
though.
I don't think there's anything I can do.
I don't know, bro. I honestly don't even think I've been here yet.
JSmithers saying this is a spot he's never been in. So how rarely these players do miss a green. He's trying to play onto this bank here on the green, let it run on. He's just quite under.
I was like, no,
he had no choice. The guys are playing match play. You know, you got to go for it. He had to get it on just on the top of this green. It would have bounced up towards the hole.
Walked off and
wasn't to be. And now he's gonna have to hold this one.
Took my 12,000 and left.
This looks like a really tricky putt to make. Is it as tricky as it looks?
Well, this one is probably going to end up pitching it similar to he did on the first hole, which we know he made it there. So he's probably going to take a lot of the undulation out here and just try and throw it all the way to the flag. He thinks it's makeable.
Yeah, it is. Uphill run. Yeah. I would not be surprised, although I would not be happy with you either.
Definitely would not.
Can't just pitch in all the time, you know. You got to make a putt eventually.
For another 0 putt. Has he got it? It's no heartbeat. I don't think it's going to be in.
No, no heartbeat, but the first one didn't have a heartbeat either. Good shot. Good try at it, man. That would have been a great par. Or a birdie, I mean.
Now, JSmithers, you're not going to get many better chances to win a hole against golfx3, our 4-time champion, than this. 5 feet, almost dead straight up the hill. Has to convert it, Rach. Has to.
Come on. Yes, he does.
Good putt.
Nicely done.
Thanks.
They're all square through 4. We knew this one would be tight.
Right. Let's have some fun, huh? What do we got here? Ooh. Ooh, I don't want to be first.
Okay, this is interesting. When he said he doesn't want to go first, the reason for that is because you've got to take the corner on. Have a really short. You can have as little as a wedge into this par 5. They have got a bit of wind, but the wind is off the left, so it's going to be taking them over towards those bunkers. The landing zone isn't very big here, and going first means if he does make a mistake, golfx3 will have the opportunities to lay back and play it more conservatively.
Slight pull and it just yanked left. Go right.
No,
I think that's okay. I think he's going to be in the short stuff there.
Wind. Oh, wow.
He was worried about that being short in the brush on the left, not in the fairway, in the bunkers on the fairway to the right hand side. It'd be interesting to see what golfx3 does here, because I think he's learned that the wind, he can probably play it to run a little bit more there, aim a little further left, go further up the fairway, have a shorter approach in, maybe look to make eagle here and get himself ahead in the match. Let's see.
Ooh,
no, he's
not as
dearing
good.
me.
Oh my gosh,
kidding
you got
me.
short drivered. You got short drivered by a mile, bro.
my
That
God.
is unfortunate. They're claiming he got short drivered. I mean,
The driver is failing.
his driver's
looks a bit
he's
stressed
not helping
out.
him right now, golfx3. He does. He looks a little bit
Look at that.
concerned.
I don't think I hit it long. I think yours is just super short, you know?
Yeah.
And now we may see the pleasantries start to dwindle away. golfx3 knows that history is on the line. He's never, ever lost a knockout match in the eTour. 4 tournament wins in a row. In a semi-final match here, to get to a 5th final in the row.
Oh, no.
Playing from the rough is such a different proposition than playing from the fairway. He's not even been able to
Get up
get
on
this
the
one
green.
on the green. But it's no gimme
up there.
eagle, so he'll be fine with that. He can make...
I was afraid of getting on the green like too far, and you get that ridge.
He can
to
still
the
make
right
it
on the
birdie
right.
from there. But
Right.
Jay Smithers has a chance
Exactly
now
what you're talking about.
to hit one in close. All he'll want to do here is get it on that back
Oh, man,
tier
you probably got
and
a
have an
perfect
eagle
number
putt.
too. This is great.
So they're looking to put it there, sort of roll down a bit
Poor
then,
boy.
Seb. Is that what they're doing?
I think he just wants to get on that back shelf, and it does come back off the ridge if he does go long. But this one, he's got a heartbeat, so it's on a good line. Let's see where it comes down.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
One
so
hop and
it was good. It was a good.
magical shot.
I had 151.5 in.
JSmithers will be winning this hole now unless Peyton can find some more absolute magic and chip in for his eagle. I'm not going to write him off. I've learned one thing, Rach, is that we do not write off golfx3 under any circumstances.
Absolutely.
But you can't keep doing it. Not even the man himself can stop. He's actually playing for a punch shot. It's so far back, they do elect to play the punch instead. This one will really check really quickly. Come out low, fizz in, one hop and stop. Has he got it? It's not good enough. And he's still not lost his turn. He's got this for a birdie to even see the putt of JSmithers.
Would you try a punch?
Yeah, I really wasn't trying to.
Wasn't trying too hard. This is semi-final.
Sounds rather defeatist there from golfx3. I think he was.
Might as well use this putt.
What he probably means is he just had given up. He didn't expect to hold it. But yeah, that's not what you normally hear from a competitor like him. Someone who, you know, wins at all costs. He's never lost in a knockout game, as we said. He needs to just. You can hear a little bit of excitement in JSmithers' voice there, and he'll be excited to see that putt miss as well. It doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, but it just shows you that Peyton is making mistakes.
I should be able to concede, right? But I don't think they want me to.
Don't concede, no.
Sorry, you know.
Yeah.
You know. I just don't think they want us to concede, but.
And we know we'd have given it to him, but he makes the putt anyway. It's an eagle. And JSmithers has got himself one up, a familiar position that Peyton has been in today, but he hasn't been down in many knockout matches. That's the difference. And JSmithers is a man who's taken him all to the wire in a final before. Interesting. JSmithers now with his foot on the throttle. Can he keep the pressure on golfx3? Just needs to keep hitting fairways and keep hitting heartbeats, and he'll be tough to catch. Where's this one coming down?
Oof.
Oh my gosh, that thing went right on.
That is a very lucky break there from JSmithers. Could easily have been caught up in the rough.
Calculate the shot.
And now golfx3's got to take the risk on. You can see there's a lot of treachery here. You could miss it right in that rough. You can miss it long, go in that little creek. You've got to be on your game here if you want that shorter shot in. 117 yards downhill with a bit of wind. Very, very difficult to judge the distance. You'll see the guys putting as much spin as you can on the bottom hand corner of the ball there. You can see on the bottom corner of the screen, you see that green dot. They've put that at the bottom of the ball to allow it to spin as much. When it lands soft. They'll be worried about going through here. Now, they've got a slight headwind, which will help. And he's taken a bit off it as well. Now, his driver's cost him a few times.
You just don't know where this thing's
He's dinged
going.
it now. This one looks better. Is it coming back enough? I think it is. Yeah, good shot. Good shot. JSmithers lets him know. That's a beautiful shot. It needs to sit down now, and it has. That's good. That's a very good shot there from Peyton.
I mean, both playing great golf at the moment. Not really much between them. But I just fear is golfx3 in the back of his mind, that 3 down that we saw earlier to young 46. Is that playing on his mind a little bit? That's kind of what upsetting him still at the moment. Oof.
I think possibly. It definitely upset him a bit. I mean, this has got a heartbeat moment. This will definitely upset him. There's a little ridge to the right here, but JSmithers doesn't even need to use it. They can use that to feed it into the hole. You may see Peyton elect to use that because he's slightly further to the left. Hasn't got quite as direct a line to the flag, but I think playing from the short grass, only 127 yards, he's going to have a short enough club that he probably can go straight at it. Maybe slightly favoured towards the right. But if he doesn't get that slope, he then will have a downhill putt. So it's one of those where you really just got to pick what you're most comfortable with. Expecting to see, and here it comes, on its way. Both of them playing fantastic golf. The flag is out. Has he got it? Yeah, well played.
Good ball. Ooh, a little long, huh?
And there we go. JSmithers asking a question. No reply from Peyton. The first time. Are we starting to see the tension just turn up a notch here in this semi-final? I think we will if golfx3 misses this putt, that's for sure. We'll hear less from him and we'll hear more from JSmithers. As you can tell, his verse has just upped the chirpiness a bit. He sent out a bit of a war cry to his good friend golfx3 before this game. He said he's coming for him. He said X is going to give it to him. That was his theme song he selected. DMX. Well, he'll be in a very good position unless Peyton can convert this one. Not a tricky putt, but a very tricky situation. Must execute well. Has he got it? I think he has. That's what we expect under pressure,
Yeah.
fantastic stuff. And now the big thing is, Rach, the pressure converts straight away onto JSmithers for a pretty simple putt of his own. But all of a sudden, he has to make it if he wants to keep ahead in this match.
Yeah, JSmithers, I think, is one of these players though who, you know, we haven't seen him, deal with the pressure as much. He is at the moment. He was asked, why does he want the $5,000? He wants it for Christmas.
Right,
Do you remember he has loads of kids, doesn't he? I think he has like a whole basketball side amount of children, from what I can remember when I chatted to him way back when in January time. So I'm sure his Christmases are quite expensive. But on the 7th now, golfx3 said the fun holes here. Would you say they were fun, Seb, these holes?
Yeah, I mean, they're reachable par fours, the 7th and the 9th, if they're downwind. We haven't seen it play downwind at all today. We've seen the guys lay up short left on this hole, as the guys are doing here by the looks of it, just to give themselves that easier line into the green. No real way of going for it when you're into the wind as they are now. So it's just all about position, and then you've got to do your damage with your approach shot, really. But yeah, Christmas is very expensive in the Smithers household. Christmas should be fun in the Payton household because he's got $20,000 worth of prize money in his back pocket from 4 eTour wins, looking to make it 25,000. That would be outrageous from him. Let's see. He's one down though in this match, but this is where we've normally seen him come to life. I'm expecting nothing other than a good solid tee shot here that sets up an approach to go close for a heartbeat on his second.
Here, hopefully. Go.
Yeah, I wish I would have played it out to the right a touch more just for a better yardage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like yours more, you know. I'm kind of stretching this.
What is it, like up 17,
here.
something like that?
It's up 22 from where I'm located.
Oh. Should be pretty good then.
It's not terrible. I just want to make sure I hit the, you know, where I need to hit it.
Yep, that's usually the plan there. JSmithers, I've got to hit it where I just want to hit it. Yep, I'd like to do that too. Doesn't always work in my case.
You can see this top spin is putting on here, Rach. Normally they're putting backspin on. This is to stop the ball spinning too much with the short shot and coming back down that ridge.
I want to be late. No!
But he's still got it. So that's what he was trying to guard against. He wanted that top spin, but he hasn't carried it far enough. And now he's opened the door. And if there's any man in this entire game you can't open the door to, it's golfx3, especially when he's wearing tiger red. He will now play this that fraction longer. He will get this on that top tier. He will give himself the makeable birdie putt because Smithers has got a very, very tricky putt ahead of him. Big moments here. We'll see him adjust the spin, I think, in the corner, as you can see where his cursor's currently aiming. Putting a little bit on, but not too much.
Yeah, not much.
Tough pin, man. Tough pin.
Slightly fuller shot for him. As you can say, they talked about being a better yardage. It's about the yardage and the line, and he's got the heartbeat, and this is what we needed.
Terrible pin.
This is what he needed, all the way up.
Get in, you know.
I haven't birdied this pin one time yet, so I'm just glad I finally came.
Yeah, that was a great ball.
Did you hear that? He hasn't birdied it once, and when the pressure's on, possible that he's going to do it today.
I think he may be about to convert.
Probably using a timeout just so you.
JSmithers, incredible, impeccable etiquette there, letting him know that he's going to take every single allocated second to line this putt up. And I don't blame him, because if this one goes in, he's in a very strong position. The 8th, a long par 3, not an easy birdie hole. And then the 9th, a very easy birdie hole, which they both probably will birdie. So really, this is the last chance of a definite opportunity for someone to steal a hole.
You know, I didn't hit full top. I hit like just over 3/4 top. I was trying to be perfect, to be honest. I could have hit full top and got up there. But I mean, it was a yard from being on top of the pin.
Oh, used it up, like you said. Time out.
Yep.
All right. I think I see the line here.
He thinks he's got it now. He's just had that extra bit of time. I think if this doesn't go in, Rach, it's going to go pretty close. But there's a lot of calculation to be done here. JSmithers grinding away on this putt. Looking at it from all angles. He's made his mind up now on his line. Now just about his power for that line. On its way.
I missed it earlier.
He thinks he's mistimed it.
To the left. Yep. I think I had it.
Oh, no. He thinks he got it. He just didn't execute.
I think I did. Yeah, 100-foot scale and missed just a fraction early, but it was enough. but I think the line was great.
That's such a shame.
Damn it.
Frustration keeps in. He'd done the well, the hard bit is the execution, and he wasn't quite able to time his putt right, which is normally the bit they're better at. But here we go. golfx3 to level it up with 2 to play. We do not expect him to miss this, and of course he doesn't.
Okay, good bird.
Well played. 2
Thank
to
you.
play. They're all square. Great matchup from 2 great players here on the eTour. The Nedbank Challenge, bringing out the best. We've had some absolute fireworks from all of today's group stage matches, but I think the best is yet to come. We've got some amazing matchups. The next semi-final, Walk of Life, taking on Jason Young, 46. It's my top 4 in my power rankings. I've made it to the semi-finals, Rach. So what can you say? What can you say?
And we're looking at obviously the 4 remaining, and 3 out of those players already have a spot at those grand finals. It's only Walk of Life who is yet to be a contender for those finals. So if any of those guys win and he comes second, he's still going. So Walk of Life basically at this stage just need to get to the finals. Oh, he's got Young 46 in his way though. It's going to be a tough ask.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game. Can't wait for that one. golfx3 now looks like he's using a timeout of his own.
Did I use one? Or is that my first
He's not even sure if he's used one. Let's have a look. It's just a warning. I think he's still got 2 remaining.
Yeah, you have 2.
He does have 2 remaining.
You got
So
no, it says on the screen you got 2.
this is how tricky the 8th can play.
250
250 yards into a headwind, down 73 feet. The guys are hitting 3 woods here, so they're going to have to take a little bit off their club or add a bit onto it, depending on what the wind is doing. But they're definitely not just hitting regular stock shots here. They've got to do a lot of thinking about it, but it's massive. The game's on a knife edge for a place in the final, for a lot of money. But look at this. It's worth every single second, and Smithers can't believe it. A heartbeat with a 3-wood. golfx3 is turning up to the party when he needed to most. It's been the weakest performance of his we've seen all day, but now he's finding top form just when it matters most. He was just teasing us earlier, Rachel. He's just teasing us.
Did you hear that as well? golfx3 was like, yeah, I shanked it. JSmithers is like, oh, shush. You're just playing with me now as well.
That will be hard to hear for JSmithers now, who knows that he's got to grind on this hole. We may well see him use his second time out here if he's not feeling totally sure on this, because Peyton's going to make that birdie putt. So unless JSmithers can birdie this one as well, he'll probably be going 1 down into the last, which is a very hard hole to win because of how short it is as a par 4. And he's got the heartbeat.
Good sign.
That's brilliant to see.
I went with the hybrid there.
Elected to go a hybrid. Players a fuller shot.
It's not the greatest shot, but
I'll tell you what, he's got
That's
work.
decent.
It's going to slide a bit. It's very good. It's not as good as Peyton's though. This is a big pressure putt, Rach, because
this might be a time.
I think
obviously.
I think if he misses this putt, he might be finished, because I think they'll both birdie the 9th, and I think this could be his eTour on the line right here. He just said he might use his other timeout. He could spend a long time lining this one up.
Yeah, he's going to look at the concentration there, doing all his calculations, just figuring it out.
This is about as pressured a putt as we've seen today, I'd say. This is right up there, because it's not just to stay alive, probably, but it's at the end of the competition. This is really big. And you know what? He's not going to use it. I think he's going for it. Oh, he's missed it. He's missed it.
Sorry.
He's not.
All good.
It's not all good.
He's not
golfx3
lost his
going to
turn.
go out.
He's not lost his turn. I think golfx3 dropped something on his desk, and I think he was apologising for that. But I don't think the noise he made impacted his stroke in any point. I think it's just it was just an afterthought. But here we have now golfx3, as easy a putt as you could ever hope for, to win the hole for birdie and go 1 up with 1 to play. Now, unless this hole is significantly downwind, it normally plays as pretty regulation birdies for the guys. Let's see what the wind's saying here on this 9th. It's into the wind, which means they'll both be laying up. They're both going to have a similar shot in. And it'll take an unforced error now, or else I imagine they'll both make birdies here, fairly academically, which is not what JSmithers needed.
Yeah, you can see how quickly they just took that tee shot, didn't you, from golfx3? No messing around there. Knows what he has to do.
Peyton complaining about something with his tee shot there, but I think he's rubbing salt in the wounds here. I think there's nothing wrong with that at all. And neither is there with this one. JSmithers.
I can't believe I missed that
He just can't. He's got to let it go.
Yeah, look. Yeah, I got 101 in, so don't feel too bad.
Here we go.
It's terrible.
Yeah, I don't feel too bad now.
JSmithers is going to hit first. This simply has the heartbeat.
A shorter driver, I guess.
Has to get it tight. He has to win the hole. He's frustrated. You can hear the frustration with himself. You've got to get this out of your head, mate. You've got to put your energy into this shot, not use it up thinking about the last one. An easy one. If you miss this short, it can come all the way back down the green. Got to get this one right. He may use that timeout here. He's got 8 seconds left. He's going to go for it. Full power.
No.
Oh, he's got the heartbeat, though. I think he was trying to hold it, to be honest. I think he needed to hold it because from this, it's not actually a great shot because it's still working that birdie putt. And I think he's expecting Peyton to hit this one in. Only an error from Peyton can save Josh Smithers now. Only an error. We've seen him have these opportunities before. He's not been playing his best stuff all day, but in this last match against his rival and his good friend JSmithers, he's really found another level of form. And he's now one swing of a sandwich from a place in the final. That is just the sign of a competitor at his level, to not play that well and still have a chance to be in the final. Oh, it's not a heartbeat, Rachel. Let's see how far off it is. No way. Is it going to stay there? Oh, yes. I can't believe what a break. What a break. It stayed there. And now he's putting first. I can't believe it stayed there. Most of the time, that will speed all the way down the front. He's got so lucky.
None of them can. Oh.
I would believe what I hit. That came out so short there.
Right, Peyton, though, can get away with it. He needs to convert on his bit of luck.
Timeout, right?
100? Yeah.
eTour guys, I got one timeout left, right?
He's checking whether he's got enough timeouts now. I believe he has. He's thinking about grinding on this. You can really feel the tension in this one now. It's a putt for win. It's a putt for a win.
Timeout or not?
He's still not sure if he's got a timeout or not. He definitely does not want to be disqualified. If he doesn't know, then
he's going to hit it. He's mistimed it, has he? He's got it. He's got it. He's got it. Looked like he'd misdinged it. May have been an intentional misding and a very twitchy affair. But in the end, golfx3 does win the match. JSmithers is going to try and make his birdie anyway, which he can't do. So he's actually going to go down as a 2-up win for golfx3. And he's in the final once again, Rach. Incredible stuff.
5 in a row now. He's into the 5th final. Who is going to join him? Are we going to have a repeat of last time out when Young 46 did? Or will Walk of Life cause an upset in semi-final 2? It's coming up next.